today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's week 5 of the NFL.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line. 4 yards.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Second and 6.
Got an open man, it's QT. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a...
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. They're throwing to Parker complete on the slant. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. These two teams all tied after one. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A nice throw there by the second year. First and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Complete to Keenan.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Duke Johnson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage,
1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Dalton once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Dalton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is caught at the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Dalton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 3rd down and 2 yards. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Screen play, Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This will be Dalton again. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And got his man complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The pass.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good for a Miami.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At the 5-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his pass, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw here, Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk. First and 10 for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. About 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Number 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Again, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual.
It's do or die for Dalton. Allen has it left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you.